Okay, so the news I think most of us are expecting, but it's finally happened, is Rafa Mir looks like he's going to leave to Atletico Madrid. Something we've probably kind of known for a while. I think it's kind of obvious Wolves have wanted to sell him, but this is a really pivotal part of the transfer window. I think every Wolves fan after the commentary game and the injuries we saw kind of felt like we needed a few signings, and I think this is the thing that will unlock the transfer window. Wolves made it very clear they'll only buy if they sell, and it kind of feels like we haven't really been able to sell any assets because of the Olympics and the Euros, and this feels like it will probably open up the transfer window for us. I think there was kind of a bit of panic on Wolves Twitter. I think everyone was looking at it and going, "We need a central midfielder, we need a centre back." I think this is where we can start to judge the club now, because I think this is a more pivotal thing than people are realizing. Like, according to Marco, we're getting £15 million for Rafa Mir. I was looking at the most expensive sales in our history. He'll be in the top three most likely. Depends on conversion rates and stuff, but he'll be easily top four. This is a huge sale for Wolves, in my opinion. And look, I like Rafa Mir. I actually think Rafa Mir is a pretty good footballer. Obviously, he's very limited, but he got a whole season under his belt. A pretty bad Huesca side last season. He's 24, which is a pretty good age, and I get why some Wolves fans would want him back. I actually think he suits England better than people think. I've seen people say he wouldn't fit in the Prem. I completely disagree. The good things about Rafa Mir is he gets a lot of shots and he's really good in the air. He's kind of like the Chris Wood of La Liga, right? Which I do not mean in an insulting way. And I think some Wolves fans wanted him to get a chance next season. But let's be honest, if we signed Chris Wood this season, people would moan because of the type of striker he is. So I think we kind of just have to accept this is good money for a guy that's got a year left on his contract. And, this is a guy we paid, what, 1.8 million quid for, and his market value's consistently gone up every year, albeit in very little, increments. And, his market value is 10 million. We're going to probably get about 15 million for him. This is pretty solid business by Wolves. Again, a useful player. And I think if we did keep him, he probably would have done an okay job. But that market value was always going to drop. And Fosun aren't stupid. They know how money works. They know how contracts work. There's no point letting him even risking running down his contract. He never really felt like he settled anyway. The fans never really warmed to him. Like, I remember he made his debut and he missed a shot and it went like trickled wide, and everyone was like, "Oh, this guy's not good enough," and he's proven us wrong, and that's nice to see. And I think everyone would wish him well at a big club like Atleti, but ultimately it's time to move on. It's time to move on from Rafa Mir, and this is a chance now for Wolves to kind of start to move in the transfer window. We've got a good price for a guy that wasn't going to play at all, and we can reinvest that. Um, Fosun have gone on constantly about sell to buy, sell to buy. Well, we're doing that now, so it's their time to step up. We were all moaning. I was doing the videos about like what players we should sign, and like a week and a half later, nothing's happened. It's been radio silent. And look, that's kind of the Wolves' way, right? But now this money comes in. Hopefully, there's some stuff going on behind the scenes, like Villa did with Danny Ings, like we did with Trincao. Hopefully, we just wake up tomorrow or the day after, and there's just a signing out of nowhere, and it can transform our season, because it does feel very negative right now in the Wolves fan base. But I think this is a good thing. Selling a fringe player who's never going to play for us, and probably in one of our most expensive sales. I know he's probably not going to lose much wages anyway, but this is only good, and this is now where Fosun and Scott Sellers have to step up and deliver. And look, I fully trust them. I've never really doubted them. I completely understand the sell to buy thing, and I don't really have any complaints about it, especially with European FFP. I don't want Wolves to break FFP. I don't want us to get European bans. I think that's a terrible way to run a club. And but yeah, I think the overline message is Rafa Mir, we got a good fee. We've done a good fee to negotiate this. People moaned about Matt Doherty and the Jota fees. This is a good fee. No Wolves fan can complain about that fee. It's a really good fee. And we can move on from this and hopefully reinvest that money properly and get a bit more excitement, because I don't feel like there's that much excitement going into this season. But if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel for more Wolves and Premier League content. Like the video, and yeah, peace.